Hi, I'm going to make a hardware audiophile looper. This is running on an ESP32 and is looping a WAV file read from an SD card. The waveform is rendered on the screen and the samples are streamed out over RTOS. To get started, I used a development environment on Linux using threads to emulate what would become free RTOS tasks in an embedded environment. I wanted to make sure I had a working framework for the system before moving on to the embedded environment. I'm using WAV files for the audio, but what exactly is a WAV file though? Here we have the typical structure of a WAV file. We have a header, which gives us the file size. And then we have a format section, which tells us the audio format, the number of channels, the sample rate, and bits per sample. And then finally, we have the data section, which has the actual data. For stereo 16-bit audio data, we'll have 2 bytes for the left channel, followed by 2 bytes for the right channel, and so on and so on. In the UI, I need to show the waveform. Here's how that is done. The code passes the WAV header and it finds the time period for each of the waveform bar sections. Then it finds the max amplitude in that section of the WAV file. The data for each of the sections of the WAV file is then mapped onto the UI to create the waveform. The WAV file has thousands of samples, but the display only has a few hundred pixels, so the WAV data needs to be heavily compressed. The waveform on the screen and the audio coming out of the RTOS comes from the same data source. The UI, SD and RTOS audio tasks are all running blocking processes at different speeds. If not handled carefully, the display will appear laggy and the audio will be glitchy. The solution is to have the producer, i.e. the SD card task, and the consumer, i.e. the RTOS audio task, using different buffers at any one time. So the SD card fills buffer 1 as the audio task consumes buffer 2. The range selector is specifying the start position and the end position of the audio file that should be looped. Data for rendering the waveform is read into a buffer and then handed off to the UI task. When playback is enabled, buffers are filled with the audio data and then handed off to the audio task. I'm using an ESP32 dev kit and a display with the driver ILI9341. It also has an SPI touchscreen interface and a SD card interface. I'm using a PCM5102A module for the RTOS audio data. On Linux, we have threads, a file system, and SDL libraries for audio and UI. These libraries need to be ported so that the code is suitable for an embedded environment. The file system used needs to be ported to an SPI task to access SD card data. The audio playback code needs to be ported to a task that sends audio data over an RTOS bus. The UI code needs to be ported to an SPI task that updates a display. Conclusion: managing data streams between different tasks needs careful consideration to avoid glitches and lagging.